red Solo cup. I fill you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party.
More cowbell. Or less cowbell.
Less cowbell.
Shh. JD will have to pee if he hears that. Oh, it's on.
Oh.
Hey guys, it's Saturday. We never made the brew review last night. We were reviewing beers.
Somebody fell asleep.
Yeah, it just wasn't gonna happen. You know, I'm old. What can I say? Here with Johnny Watson.
Hey guys.
Today was a fun day. We started off by having breakfast at a place called Big Daddy's, and there's a reason.
Yeah, he's not a little man.
And he doesn't know how to put a little bit of food on a plate either.
Yeah. Somebody ordered a few extra eggs, though.
Oh yeah, my doctor noticed my cholesterol level is way too low, so I had 4 eggs with my corned beef hash and regular hash.
Yeah.
And then we went out to the range, and we've pretty much been there all day long.
It was a blast.
Yeah, I don't know when that video is gonna get all mixed up, but before we have, well, I guess I'd be lying by saying before we have any alcohol, got the first shots through this. Oh my God.
Yes, Ed, you're crazy.
Yeah, Ed, I don't know how you could have shot this gun and then sent it to anybody.
It was awesome.
I was hitting shit with this that I wasn't hitting with anything all day long. The 35-yard gong, the 55-yard gong, the 85-yard gong, and you know they're all 6-inch discs.
Yeah, they don't feel like 6-inch when you're trying to shoot them, though.
Yeah, it's like, what is that down there? Yeah, this Ruger is phenomenal. No hiccups, no issues, smooth, doesn't feel like a smaller 1911, that's for sure.
No.
So, yeah. But what are we looking at today? Well, since how this is a surprise to you, because it's a surprise to me up until the other day when I got it, we're looking at Olde Ale, British Style Ale. This is from AleSmith. Yeah, 11% by volume. And other than that, I really don't know anything about it, and because I didn't read the back. Oh, this was originally brewed in 2005, and it's part of their Decadence series. I actually have heard of that one. I know they have a bourbon barrel aged version of that. Served in a snifter or oversized wine glass. It's beer. We're gonna put it in a beer glass. Good God.
I can sniff out of this one.
And the top looks something like that.
50 cal.
50 cal? Okay. Guess we'll let this breathe for a second. I did have a follow-up story in case you guys didn't read all the comments. Actually, before I knew about this from Ed, I had made the comment that I had bought myself a pistol. Actually, to be technically accurate, I bought myself 3 pistols, and 2 of them showed up on Friday. And when I asked you guys to guess, there was multiple guesses on a Glock 42. Are you kidding me? I am never going to get a Glock 42. First of all, I don't do the 380. I did attempt it. I was going to get Christine one as a carry gun, and she looked at it and went, "What is this?" And I'm like, "It's a 380. It's basically a 9mm with just a little less powder behind it." She, as you guys probably know, is a trigger freak. Just something about felt trigger response. So she loves the Mosin and hated it. It was a Ruger, the LCP 380.
Hi.
There she is.
She's right over there.
She's right over there. So I attempted to buy her a Ruger LCP 380, and she said, and I quote, if I have to shoot somebody, I want them to be dead, not just whatever a 380 is going to do, and handed it back to me. And she, did you ever even shoot that 380?
She ate all the chocolate cones. The one day I was craving for a mint chocolate cone.
Have another cone.
That's all she was worried about.
Another cone.
Oh, we're having a cone crisis right here
The
in the
mint
middle.
chocolate's gone.
The mint chocolate cones are gone. I don't even know how we could even go on.
How agony.
Hey, tell everybody what you thought of that Ruger LCP 380 I bought for you as a possible carry gun a while back.
What's the gun?
You know, the little tiny one I handed you, and you said, what am I supposed to do with this?
Throw it at him?
Yeah, you didn't like the trigger on it very much either, if memory serves.
Mm-hmm.
And Shelby has her ass right on Johnny's foot.
Like, is it warm or something?
Oh, that's right. There was a story before she came down, and once again.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I didn't think you started already.
So I made a comment about that I had bought a pistol, which was actually 3, and you guys were guessing. I think there might have been a Walther gas, a 1911, which was kind of funny because
I said a high point.
a high point, several Glock 42s, never gonna happen, but Stripey, like my good friend Stripey McCatpuss, nailed it. And as far as I know, as of when he left his comment, there was no way the one person that actually knew, Travis, could have told him. So it's like, I was just like, I'm going through the comments, it's a phaser. What? Yeah, okay. Stripey, you were right.
There's one.
I got the original. That one actually does shit.
Yeah. But I don't play with toys.
Yeah, you're out of here. You're all phased. Go phase yourself. Shelby? Yeah, that's right. I'm aiming it at myself. I can't wait to see this shit on Facebook tomorrow. There it is. So that's an original Captain Kirk one, and yes, you can press the little button and take the captain's. That comes right off of there. Yeah, I know. I'm 2, and I'm fine with that. I like it. Okay. Oh.
Ooh.
You see that it ejected. And then I got a replica, the like set replica of the one from Into Darkness. In the movie, when they switched from killing people to knocking, on stun, it did that on its own, but you have to like manually do that. So yeah, so the winner is Stripey McCatpuss, and he wins this. Congratulations, you are number 1.
I thought you were going to give him more cowbell.
Yeah, Stripey gets more cowbell. And I actually have another one, which was a pre-order, and it's not going to be shipped until October. That's from Star Trek 3. It's kind of somewhere in between the two of them. Yeah. I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm a Trekkie, okay? I admit it. Sorry. Our phasers were touching.
Oh, God.
It's not much more gay than when your phasers touch.
Don't cross the streams. No. I'm not that way. I don't care.
Okay, so... Here, I'll put...
On
What?
that note, I will leave you and your phasers alone to do whatever it is that you're going to do.
That's pretty nasty. Ooh.
I'm assuming that we're going to get 2 out of here, so... Here's yours, my good friend. Oh, the pour.
Yes. Gloop, gloop, gloop.
It actually has some thickness to it.
Not much smell, though.
I've actually never had any. They're decadents. So.
Oh!
Wow.
There's some stuff in the bottom of that one. I'm glad I got the first glass.
Well, it's from AleSmith, so I feel it's supposed to be there.
Yeah.
I did get some exciting news on the AleSmith and the fact that I'm, I'm in tight with Nick, the manager at Keyport. They are actually getting.
Oh, I gotta go. I take this call.
Okay.
It's the wife. Hello.
They are actually getting the bourbon aged Speedway Stout, and he's gonna set one or more of them aside for me, which I probably only gonna be able to do one because I want to say that they're over $40 a bottle. But yes, it's pretty cool when some place like Keyport actually has access to something like that. So I'm really looking forward to trying that. The Speedway Stout is incredible, let alone getting an opportunity to get the bourbon aged stuff. And now I've adequately killed enough time for Johnny to get back. But that was an important phone call.
Yeah.
I'm assuming your wife reached her destination?
She did. She made it. She made it.
Okay. Well, I told them about the upcoming review of the Speedway Bourbon Barrel Aged. I might actually sit on that until maybe if I really compress my luck and get over there soon enough, or put down a little, I want them ahead of time, so maybe get a couple of them for a little review when everybody's here in September.
That's so nasty looking.
Yeah, what's up with that?
I still got foam and you got nothing.
I got
sludge.
I got sparklies. I got sparkly shit in mine. Yeah, I know the glass was clean.
Well, I picked it up. I don't know.
What did you do to my glass? Hey, your glass is almost ready. Yep, that'll be on Facebook too. I drink funny. Ah, you guys are funny. Okay, so
Okay.
So for some reason you're still sporting some head over there. Congratulations. And yeah, it's
That's pretty nasty.
it's a nasty brown, and it's got floaties. And
doesn't have much smell.
maybe a little bit of a caramel. That's about it.
Not much smell to it.
Okay, well, cheers.
Cheers, guys. But it has flavor.
Wow.
That's good.
A lot of big fruit and that caramel again. That sweetness. You notice that. This is another non-guzzler. God, I can't believe.
Can't smell anything. But you can taste it.
Heck yeah. Wow.
How many? What the 11%?
Yes.
You can taste part of it. It doesn't taste like 11, but it's there.
Yeah, you do. You don't really taste it, but you sense that alcohol in there. Why in the hell did you get? Why did you get? That's the story of my life. He got head and I didn't.
I took a phone call.
You got phone head?
Well, you know, any head's better than none.
That is for sure. Just kidding.
At least he's wearing pants.
Unlike what, last time?
Well, I saw the green things that you were wearing. Those really aren't pants.
My jammies. I got a jammy gun just for them.
How do the floaties taste?
Well, I haven't had to chew anything yet.
You haven't got to the bottom either.
What the hell, though? Does the bottle reference that you may get some floaties or anything like that?
I mean, look at the bottle.
Oh, yeah,
There's like stuff
that?
stuck to, yeah.
that looks like a pair of Heffy's underwear.
I mean, it's just like stuff crudded all in the bottle all the way up. Gotta see if you can get that one.
Classic British style.
Well, it's British style. There you go.
This rich malt-forward ale showcases soft notes. I don't really know about soft. Currants and dried fruits.
That's what you got there.
Yeah, I got some current action going on. Complex dark sugars, all of which are balanced by a subtle bitterness derived from the addition of traditional English hops.
And Heffy's underwear.
And the residue scraped from the inside of Heffy's underwear. Can all be aged for... it could be aged for upwards of 20 years. Dude. To further enhance its amazing depth of flavors.
Hey! We don't play like that.
Oh, we need to have one of those interviews. We were just wondering.
I'll get right out of camera frame.
Tomorrow on Facebook.
Yeah. I had to move them because they're right there. Yeah, it keeps going, you know. I can hit the cowbell.
You can actually...
You have to move my hands.
Wow. I cannot believe the flavor you get from this going off of the smell.
Yeah,
I mean, once you've tasted it, your brain now starts to play tricks on you, and it smells sweeter, and you can get that fruit and the caramel. But initially, I was getting a little bit of caramel, and then it like hits your tongue, and it's just like a lot of intense sweetness. This is another one that actually would be a thumbs up and a go for JR10. It's above 9%, and it's sweet.
And it's sweet.
Whew. Wow.
I would like to try his beer that he just got done making.
See,
that stuff looked good.
He actually made a twin chilled tap setup.
Yeah.
Must be cool to be JR10. It's almost like dun 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 dun. I'm JR10. Okay, and as a side note to phaser talk, you, Johnny, happen to bring a whole bunch of stuff for future consideration. The beer will all be a surprise, probably more to me. Well,
we tried one.
Yeah. Yeah. He brought multiples of most things. There's a few of them, probably the ones that'll be worth drinking. The one that he was forced to buy a 6-pack of, we the one that you actually had bought the most of is probably the worst of them. But
well, that's what the guy said too when I was buying it. He goes, "Ooh," and I said, "Well, I wanted to make sure I got that beer because it's from South Dakota."
A couple of things I thought were cool. For starters, he got me a bunch of stuff from one of my favorite breweries. And now do we go with what the natives?
Yeah, they called it
Oscar Blues. Anybody that want to rip on me, the brewery representative?
The rep from the brewery called it Oscar Blues.
Oscar Blues. I've always said Oscar Blues, but they say Oscar Blues. And I got a couple of koozies. And Johnny happened to snag a sticker for all of their beers.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
That was good.
Tried that last night. And yeah, baby. I just want to put this one on my forehead. Another one of my personal favorites. You said this was new this year? I've reviewed this, but we will be reviewing it again because this is supposed to be a whole new beast.
Yep, they said it was completely different than last year, and it was worth trying again. And I said, great, so I bought some.
And Johnny also brought me a gun that he wanted to trade for the Ruger.
I wanted to trade 1911s.
He got the... and I'm muzzle sweeping myself. Bottle number 29,000. I feel special.
Yeah, well, you know, I didn't want to waste anything.
A couple of shot glasses. It's a tequila. Any idea what kind of tequila this is?
It's made from a cactus. I know that. No, it's actually a decent brand. But I don't do tequila, so you're not going to get me to take a shot of that. I like the gun.
Yeah, that is very cool. See, and I like tequila, so I don't know if I want to leave it intact, because even when it's empty, it can go...
Yeah, of course.
...in the man cave area here. And definitely not last, I'm actually surprised to hear the story about this, and that they had a hell of a time selling it. So is it the liquor store, the chain or whatever that he got it from, was able to get this shit. Like, they bought all of it.
Yeah, they bought everything they had.
And that is vodka from, if you recognize this, the television series Deadliest Catch from the Time Bandit. Evidently, for whatever reason, they were trying to sell this for $50-$60
something like that,
a bottle, and when that failed, they decided to not make it anymore. But we don't know what kind of vodka is being used in here, but it sounds like, especially since Johnny's wife is a kind of a connoisseur of vodka, that it is high-end stuff. Like Paul Hasman 440, you'll contest to this. I've been told that if this isn't like, say, something like Kettle One, it's very close to it.
Yeah, that's what she compared it with.
So I thought just I actually like these guys. Jonathan, and I don't remember what his brother's name is.
Andy.
Yeah, Andy. Jonathan and Andy. These are a couple. Of course, we're slowly losing all the originals. I think Sig, and I think the Time Bandit and Sig's boat are like pretty much of the originals from the
actually
original.
the very first season, only one left is Sig in the Northwestern.
So
can't get it out there. Northwestern.
We
had a few.
Whoa. So yeah, I'll probably end up doing some kind of a honest review on this. But I'm a big fan of vodka, so I'm actually looking forward to that. But this will be another one where I'll stupidly keep the bottle just because. Other than that, I think that addresses everything as of this moment in time. Today was awesome. The theme anyway was I wanted to do something as a shout out. You guys already know what my thoughts are, on Ed. Ed's a cool guy, and to top it off, this Ed. I'm sorry, I have to say this out loud. You, my friend, are an unbelievably generous guy, but you're an idiot.
Think of me next time you want to just give one away. That's an awesome fire. It really is.
This is one of the most incredible shooting 1911s I have ever shot, and I have personally owned 5 Kimbers over the years, and I have shot Colt. I haven't had my hands on some like really high-end stuff, one of those like dreams where you're Chuck and you wake up and you're able to go to the store and buy something, would be like a Nighthawk Custom.
Nice. Or
an Ed Bear, or Wilson Combat. Ed Bear. Whatever his name is. Something where you place an order and they're like, oh yeah, we'll try to get that for you in a year. That's great. I'll try to stay alive long enough to try my new 1911. The SR, I was honestly shocked at how well it performed. And when you guys finally see the video when I'm shooting it, I started off by shooting the 2 at where I think Mikey set them up at like 35 yards.
Yeah.
Because Christine's family doesn't know shit about close range shooting and having fun. You know, we don't have a 7-yard thing. We don't have a 14-yard thing. We have like the 35-yard, the 55-yard, the 85-yard, and the 100-yard gong.
Yeah.
And that's what 6-inch that we were shooting today. And I started off by tagging both the 35 yards, then I went to the 55 yards, and then I was actually hitting the one at 85 yards.
Yeah, I never hit that with your 1911.
You could barely see it.
Yeah.
But
I did some damage to that bowling pin.
yeah, Johnny got the fun today of shooting a series of pistols that he says he's never even shot before.
No.
So we started him with a 357 Magnum. I think you had 38s in it.
Yeah, it had 38s in it.
Did you ever actually shoot it as a 357?
I had shot a 357 before, but I never shot it as a 357. It always had 38s in it.
So then he graduated up to the Ruger with 44 Magnum.
That was nice.
Yeah, I have to agree with Alex. I've got the are they the Hogue? The Hogue grips?
Yeah.
That Alex sent me with the pistol, and like Alex said, they're butt ugly, but they completely changed the enjoyability of shooting that gun. The cowboy looking ones, first of all, there's one screw that holds them together, and if you make them too tight, you break them, and if you don't make them tight enough, then they just move when you fire the damn gun. And the Hogue grip works perfectly, and it felt really good. It was actually enjoyable to shoot the gun. And then we upped them to the 454 Casull.
Yes.
And I think you started right away with Mikey's reloads.
Yes, the reloads were snappy.
Mikey's reloads are, I think he actually just pushes the gunpowder in until he leaves a little bit of room to put the head in there.
Yeah, I think the bullet sits out just a little bit because he didn't leave enough room. But
yeah, he managed to split a bowling pin in half.
Yes. It hit the bowling pin and blew in half. It was impressive. A lot of fun too.
There's a lot of kinetic energy traveling with a.
Did you go and look at the back of the pallet that was all the targets were on?
Yeah, it was.
It looked like Swiss cheese. I mean, it was just split 2 pieces.
One of the boards was completely blown off, and it was nailed in every slit was on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you blew that off too.
Yeah, that was the 454. I think I shot a lot of rounds through that. I enjoyed that one.
That's a fun gun.
That and the P99.
So when nobody gets to shoot the 454 come September, he used up all the ammo for it.
I'll work on trying to get some more. That was a lot of fun. I couldn't stop.
See, that's the problem with that gun. That was happened the first time we were out. It's like I brought like everything with because I wanted to try a few. Mm-hmm. And by the time it was all over, I had used up almost everything. You just can't stop shooting it. It's a very heavy gun it's ported, so it honestly doesn't shoot as what you think it's gonna.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna kick a lot more than it did, and it has a nice little snap to it, but it doesn't blow your arms back.
It doesn't make you regret the next round.
No, it actually makes you want to pull the trigger.
Hello, we're going another one.
Yeah, it would. And then when you get to the last one of number 5, you're like, oh man, I gotta reload.
That, and I have to honestly say my 3 favorite guns today, in the order in which I actually enjoyed shooting them, was the SR 1911. Then, honestly, the ATI Ruger AR.
Yeah, you shot that a lot. You shot that. I only shot 1 magazine load because somebody wouldn't put it down.
It's just a lot of fun, man.
It was a lot of fun.
I don't care if you were close or far. It was like ting, 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 ting.
Yeah, you could hit every target. It was nice. I'm going to be honest. I think Christine's AR was a little bit nicer to shoot.
Well, that's because hers is a lot lighter.
That's because yours weighs about 14 pounds too much.
Well, look at all the shit that's on mine. But, granted, we're not over here advertising for something. There is a $120 break on my AR and hers has a $21 brake.
Yeah. Hers
And
gives you a concussion, though.
And I think hers actually outperforms me.
Yeah.
For 21 bucks, it just pushes you back a little bit. But if you are standing to the left or to the right, it's like someone swinging a wiffle ball bat at you.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal when she shot it the first time when I was standing there. I was like, ow.
When you were shooting it, and it seems like each round, I don't know if it's how you were holding it, aiming it, or just a chance of where the deflection goes. You shot it like 3 times, and all I did is turn to look at Chris to give her one of those because you were having fun shooting it. And when you pulled the trigger, the percussion hit me, and it's like I felt my hair move, I felt my shirt move, and it felt like someone hit me with something. It hits you that hard.
It was a blast. I really enjoyed that. I like hers because it's lighter.
Well, that's actually the same company that makes the original, the 308 one that I had on the Mosin. And I have to say, like, this guy was $34 delivered to the house versus $225.
Is that really what he charged? Wow.
$225 for that guy.
For the cheese grater?
For the cheese grater. Aesthetically, this looks awesome on the gun. I will agree with like Paul Hasman that this did look sweet down there, but that actually does outperform this. But
I didn't get to shoot the Mosin.
Yeah.
It's in a pile over here on the counter.
I don't know why. You could have shot this.
I could have shot it in that position.
Yeah, you could have
just the action in the barrel.
Just brought it out, got one of these in there. You would have been good.
It would have been a little difficult to hold it. But if we do go shooting, we're going to put that in a wood stock and we're going to shoot it.
We could always do that.
I am here till Wednesday. So guess what, guys? I'll be in tomorrow's review too.
What should we look at tomorrow?
Ooh. The Schaefer?
Okay, so this is all stuff from New York Half-Ass Prepper. This was all, I think, brain stumper stuff.
I think everybody needs to see this. Here. See if I can get that to come down there. There you go, guys. Check out the fridge. It's full.
Review stuff. It's a bigger bottle. We could take a look at the hazelnut dark from Jim tomorrow.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, let's look at Gnarly Oak. Their hazelnut. We know how well that last one I reviewed went over. This one is 5.5% by volume, which means we could probably have a 12-pack before we come and do the review.
Well, that'd be consistent with what we've been doing. No, he made us stop at 3 before we came down here today, so we wouldn't be as crazy as the last time.
Yeah, and Olde Ale from AleSmith.
What are you going to give it?
I give this a 10.
Yeah.
And more cowbell.
It's extremely good.
Yeah, this is...
I'm glad I didn't get all the floaties, though.
That's where all the flavor is, though.
Yeah, that's what she says.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll look at the Gnarly Oak. And, yeah, again, I just really want to say thanks, Ed.
Thanks for just
letting me I have to say I could not have shot this 200 times and sent it anywhere.
I couldn't have shot it 5 times and gave it up. It shoots that nice. Ed, you are the man.
Anybody that has an SR, I now understand why you guys are so behind them. What is it? Well, I know Ray has one. Nick, crew chief, I think he has the full size. I know Ray had both of them.
I'm gonna have to get one. His. I've been trying the whole time.
It is unbelievable. I mean, I know how what some of you guys feel about the Kimbers. I personally think that I got mine in an era that was really good. Truth be told, if I had a really good deal on a Kimber from now, I would have second thoughts if I would pick it up or not. I think for the bang for the buck, up until today, I would have told you probably Springfield. Now I would tell you to seriously look at the SR 1911 series in either the full length of the Commander if you are wanting to bust into the 1911 world, because
it was nice.
This is one of the finest 1911s I've ever had the privilege to shoot, and thanks to Ed, USAF Ed, I now own one, and this is not going to be the bring it to the construction site and lay on the ground on it carry, but this is going to be my weekend carry gun.
And if anything happens, it'll be my weekend.
And if something happens to me, the last thing before my body goes cold is Johnny will rake this out of my fingers as he leaves to go back to Texas.
Yes. It'll find a good home. Don't worry yet. It shoots beautifully.
And to think Ed was like, you know, if for any reason you ever have to sell it, yeah, I don't think so.
He won't sell it. I've been trying.
Oh, shit, that is such a nice damn gun. I mean, how can you have ill thoughts about anything like when in your first mag through it hits? I mean, I'm not a marksman. I've never brag about being a marksman. That's why I want to really take Jason Shade's firepower, you know, his class, and to improve on myself. But when you can take a gun like this and shoot it for the very first time and hit, I think I was probably over 50%.
Yeah, first shot it went ding.
Of shooting little tiny targets at 35 yards and more.
Yeah, I even liked it. It wasn't my first 1911, but I might own one of those before too long. His.
Yeah. What? Okay, so we will see tomorrow. We'll take a look at the gnarly oak hazelnut. Really like to see what that's like, because actually after we were talking about it, the guy that ripped on me for having a bad review, it was the Rogue hazelnut, which Rogue really hasn't been blowing my skirt up lately, and their hazelnut beer did not taste like hazelnut. So, you know, if you were to buy something and you were buying it because you wanted that hazelnut flavor, I would expect it to be a little bit like hazelnut. But evidently Greg over at BandEBrewReviews just loved it, but yeah, the batch that I had was shit. So on that bombshell, we are going to go. We picked up a case of Oberon.
Yeah, no, it's not all there anymore.
What happened to it?
I have to wonder.
Well, the hell, we've been standing here so long that the...
Wow, the girl's gone.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, guys.
Now there is some tappers I could drink straight from.
Yep. And you know my wife's going to watch this. And I'm okay with that.
I made him do it.
Yes.
I'm a bad influence.
Uh-huh.
And she'll be here for the shoot in September.
She will be here for the shoot.
Be like something like, "Hey, Eric."
Yep, she's gonna get you now. Look what you made him do. Because I don't do brew reviews, and I don't do videos, and this is now 2 that you've got me on here, and you're gonna do me tomorrow, and probably the day after that, and yeah.
What time are you leaving on Wednesday?
It whenever, as long as I get to Minneapolis by Wednesday at my Thursday morning,
Oh. Well. Well, we probably don't want to review too many things then on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday I have to drive a long
Yeah,
ways.
yeah, you don't want that. That trip gets. Trust me, it's not quite as enjoyable as the trip out to the hunting shack.
No, that was actually nice. And I thought, when are we ever going to get there too? It's a long ways, guys. Remember that.
Yeah. May I quote Josh? Josh doesn't ever watch this shit, but we were on the way out there last year. Josh was like, "Oh, I don't mean to be rude, but where the fuck is this place?" Well, when you pass the Canadian Mounties, you're almost there.
Yeah. It's a long ways. But it was worth it.
Yeah, it was a beautiful day today.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. And when Eric opened up that case and had all those little firearms there, it was like a kid in a candy store. Couldn't help myself.
I think almost everything got shot today.
Yeah.
The Kimber didn't get any.
I didn't.
Somehow the Kimber got overlooked.
It was the other 1911 that was getting all the work. Yeah, the Kimber we didn't shoot the Kimber, and we didn't shoot the EA. That was about it. I think everything else pretty much got shot. And you started a monster here. You created a monster with that 454. Now I want one.
Oh god, it's a sweet gun.
It shoots so nice, and it's a Taurus. I was like, wow. But guys, if you can get a 454 Casull, it's awesome.
Ruger makes one, but maybe it's just me. I really like the looks of the Taurus, the Raging Bull.
Yeah, it's nice.
Very aggressive looking.
Yeah, and just imagine if you had to come out of your bedroom with that at night. You just had to show it, and the guy's going to say, "I give."
I don't think you even need ammo to get the job done with that one.
Nope, he's going to surrender just because he didn't want you to pull that trigger. It blew a hole in a bowling pin.
Yeah, you knocked the wood out of a bowling pin.
Split it right in half. All the wood came out.
Last year we were shooting. The gang was shooting bowling pins all day long with 223s, and I was shooting at it first, and I'll say I maybe hit it 3 times, but when you hit it, it literally blew the skin right off a bowling pin. I had never seen that.
That was awesome.
So, okay, guys, cheers, and we will see you tomorrow to take a look at that hazelnut from Gnarly Oak, and hopefully it's better than the last one that Jim sent.
See you guys.
Cheers, guys.